Hey fam, and welcome to the review of Ready to Love Season 3, Last Resort, Episode 7. I'm calling this Nyya the Liar, and I'll get to that later. But before we get into it, when you first start a relationship, most of us are drawn to the other person because of surface level qualities like pretty face, cute waist, big booty, bulging biceps, and big feet. But as time goes on, if you really want a substantial, long lasting relationship, you want to look for other qualities that are going to keep you there longer than for a few months. If that's all you want is looking for somebody with a cute face, there's going to be another pretty face to come along. There's going to be somebody with bigger biceps and a bigger set of feet. So essentially, you got to learn how to talk. You got to learn how to ask questions, listen to the answers, and most of all, listen to what they don't say. So case in point, we got Alex and Brian. They started out as an item, but as time went on, Alex has realized that Brian is not somebody who has substantial information, substantial answers to the questions, and he doesn't listen to her that well. So instead of her being truthful and telling him how she really feels, she went to the old line, "It's me, Brian, it's not you," when she really should have just told him the truth. So he was feeling the cold shoulder from Alex, so he went looking for some heat with somebody else. He went on a double date with Winter and Calfani and Adriana, aka Pop Tart. Now, Winter asks good questions. She asked, "What is it that you like about me, Brian?" And he said something like, "Thick thighs save lives. I really like the way you look." He was superficial, as he's known to be. And so Winter didn't like that, but the same reason that she didn't like what Brian had to say about her, she also was liking Anthony for the same reasons because of his bulging biceps. Calfani, on the other hand, said he liked Adriana because of her bubbly personality and she's fun to be with. And he talked more about her personality and didn't even mention a lot about her looks, although he said they look good together. So that's always important. But back to Winter. It's funny how we as women want men to look deeper when it comes to why they like us, but we kind of are surface with what we like in them. So she mentioned his bulging biceps. Other than that, she didn't really talk about why she liked him. And so that is what's going on with those two. Now, in the meantime, later on that day, you had Calfani and Pop Tart sitting on the couch together, and they, you know how you have a vibe going, and then you turn around and you see this car slow driving down the street, and it kills the whole vibe. Well, that's what Denise did. She did a walk by on them, and she was like, "I see you. I see how y'all living right now." And so she an OG. She likes what she know what she want, and she goes after it, and she expects you to do the same. In the meantime, Calfani is kind of like slow walking, trying to see what else is on TV. And Rashid is supposed to be Adriana Pop Tart's #1 draft pick, and he saw the same thing, but he's like, "I ain't tripping. I'm going on some dates myself." But in the meantime, Calfani and Adriana did a little lip lock on the sofa. And so they got some lip time in, some lip service. But after that, Calfani stepped to Denise and told her, "Look, you kind of possessive and you kind of jealous, and I don't like that." And so Denise was just telling him, "Look, I know what I want, and I'm like the real deal Holyfield right now, but you over here with option B." So Denise had to sit over there by herself and sage herself and kind of calm down because she was ready to go off and drop kick somebody. In the meantime, Rashid went on a date with Simone, the attorney, and they had a good time. because Rashida's like, it's a process, and let me see what else is out there. What are my options? So he went over there and talked to her. He went out with Alex as well and learned some stuff about Alex that even Brian didn't know after they spent weeks together. So that goes to show you. Now, Edwin, in the meantime, did is it called Tetra yoga with Joy, and got a little close with her and showed her how he feels about her by touching, getting to know her a little bit. In the meantime, Joy was okay with it, but she's really sweet on Jay, and she talked about how she liked Jay despite her and Edwin's time together. But in the meantime, Jay already told Winter that he's not really the one to fight over a woman. He wants them to just know that he's the man for them. So that's what he explained to Winter, because she was wanting to know, why is he not more assertive in how he feels about her. So in the meantime, the guys sat down in Uncle Tommy's tavern and talked about it. And Tommy even brought up how Nyya just switched lanes on Chris right fast, and he didn't like that. And so they picked two ladies who might be going home. Jay was picked to talk to Denise, and she promised to work on her possessiveness, and so she could be better. Essentially, and Rashid was picked to talk to Nyya, and he essentially said, you did Chris wrong. He really loved you. You drop kicked his heart to the curb. She didn't even buy him a plane ticket. She took him to the bus station. And so he was about to tell her it was time for her to go home. And in the meantime, here's what she walked off on him, left him sitting there talking to the couch by himself. And the producer tried to run him and get her. And she was like, no, I'm headed out. You ain't about to embarrass me. Nyya said she is the prize. She ain't going to have on nothing but a baby. And she didn't even like Chris like that. And she didn't even like Edwin like that. And so hey, Denise, you was looking for that narcissist? It's Nyya the liar. And so Nyya went home because nobody liked the way she did Chris. And so that is the episode, my review of Ready to Love. And to find out more about the things that I care about, you can go to the written version of my journal. That's at eurweb.com. Thanks, and have a super day.